Hello viewers. So we have this question that says list two forms of chemical equilibrium and define them. So we have a very simple job here. We're just listing and then define. So let's quickly do that. So the two forms we have are, the first one is what we call the homogeneous type of chemical equilibrium. So we have homogeneous equilibrium. And the second one is just heterogeneous. So these are the two forms of chemical equilibrium, heterogeneous and the homogeneous, like that. So homogeneous type of chemical equilibrium and the heterogeneous type of chemical equilibrium. Those are the two types of chemical equilibriums we have. Now, how do we define them? To define these, we basically need to understand what they are. So what is a homogeneous type of equilibrium? A homogeneous type of equilibrium is a type of equilibrium in which all the chemical species involved are in the same state of matter. So for example, if we have A added to B, like this, giving us C and D on that side. If we find out that our A is in gaseous form, our B is also in gaseous state, and our C is also in gaseous state, our D is also in gaseous state, or we have the same A plus B giving us C and D on the other side again, and we find out that this reactant A is in aqueous state, B is also in aqueous state, C is also in aqueous state, and D is in aqueous state. What we have here is basically what we call homogeneous type of equilibrium, a type of equilibrium in which all the chemical species involved are in the same state of matter or are in the same phase. We can see this is in gaseous, 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 gaseous. Even here we have aqueous, 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 aqueous. So as long as the states in which the chemical species involved in that chemical reaction are all in the same phase, it means what we have is a homogeneous type of chemical equilibrium. You have guessed the next one already. Yes, that's correct. That's a correct guess. For heterogeneous type of equilibrium, it implies to say the states that we have for chemical species in that chemical reaction are not all in the same phase. It can be one is not the same with the others, or two are not the same, as long as there is a difference in states of matter there. Whether it's one, only one that is different, it can be two, and no matter the number, as long as they are not all in the same state, it means the type that we have is basically heterogeneous type of chemical equilibrium. So it is a type of chemical equilibrium in which not all the chemical species are in the same state of matter. For example, if we put this one here, let's say B is in gaseous form, maybe this one is in aqueous form. This has already turned into a heterogeneous. On the other side, if we just change to say, maybe this is in solid form, it means it's already a heterogeneous type of chemical equilibrium. So that's how you define and state those two forms. The two forms are homogeneous and heterogeneous, and the definitions are what I've just given you.